Good afternoon, guys. MWUSA Season 4, Episode 84. It is Sunday afternoon, 4:20 p.m., and just heading out for the day. And don't think that I didn't think twice about this because it's been a long day already. I woke up hours from home, and then I had to go stand in the cold today and yesterday to watch some soccer. And then we were supposed to have another game this afternoon, so we were hanging around, and then it was canceled. So ended up driving home after that, and then had to go to visitation hours for someone who died, and then got back home again, and I'm taking off for the day here. So still dressed up nice for the visitation hours, just gonna go as I am. And I'm wondering, tell me what you think. Should I do my normal rounds minus one or two casinos because of timing, or should I play poker? Now, if I play poker, I'm gonna hit at least one casino before playing poker, and then probably hit that casino again after, but there aren't a lot of opportunities there. Or is it better for me to make my normal rounds? Now, my normal rounds will normally make me $1,000 to $1,500 on a Sunday night, but it's already late, and I wouldn't be home till pretty much the time that I'd have to go to work. Or do I stay in town and get some rest and live to fight another day? So that's the question. But right now, I'm heading out to my first casino. From there, I need to make my decision about which way I'm going. So we'll see what happens. Now, this casino recently got a new game in, which is one of those games that everybody figures out immediately, and then it's a piece of trash after that. You will never find plays on it ever again. So unfortunately, I found one play, maybe two plays on it immediately, and won like $100, and after that it's going to be garbage. So not really that beneficial, unless you happen to get there at exactly the right moment as somebody else got up or something, and then you're able to take advantage of it. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Just heading out, and temperature seems pretty good. It's got to be in the 50s outside. It's cloudy outside and light breeze. And I'm checking right now, it looks like 59 degrees outside, so pretty good. Right now we're heading out, and I'll be back to update you. Alright guys, I'm back. I gotta be honest with you here. I'm not feeling great. Got a real big headache. I don't know if I'm dehydrated or what, but drinking a lot of water right now. So I may play some poker. I don't know yet. Just pulling up to my first casino and trying to decide what to do. I kind of feel like going too far is just going to be too exhausting right now. Already drove a lot of hours today, stood out in the cold, and all that stuff already. It's already evening. I don't know. So as of right now, I'm leaning more toward playing some poker. I may change my mind, but we will find out as I'm pulling into my first casino of the day. Alright guys, I am back. That did not go well. I actually walked in and saw a play that was a nice play at like $27 a spin. And then I noticed that the person sitting in front of it, not playing it, is an advantage player from another city in the area. And he was actually playing that one and another machine the whole time. Probably let's just say accumulating points. I missed out on that opportunity. Walked around. As I'm walking around, I see this guy, and I'm like, I know for a fact that I know this guy. But it's been a long time, like when I was a little kid. And I'm thinking, I think I'm going to walk up to him and talk to him, but I'm trying to remember his name. And it's been like a long time. Like, I don't even want to say, a very long time. Or as my kids would say, back in the 1900s. Anyway, I remembered his first name and then his last name. And then I found him. I walked up to him and talked to him, and it was him. And we were both little kids. We talked for a few minutes. He introduced me to his girlfriend, which I don't know how someone that age isn't married still. I don't know. He's a nice guy, intelligent guy. I don't know what his deal is, but so I just talked to him for a little while, and then continued on my way. And I wasn't really finding much. I was down like 20 bucks, 30 bucks, something like that the whole time. And then I found one other play, got me to plus $2, and I couldn't leave well enough alone. I found another play, high denomination, two of them actually, one at $4 and one at $5 a spin. Played both of those through. Ended up leaving down slightly, so I ended up down $92. So could have left even. Who knows? I don't know. I think what annoyed me the most was seeing that guy on that machine, and that could have made me a lot of money, but what am I going to do? So really, honestly, I'm not really in the mood right now. I think I'm going to go play some poker and just sit down and not drive 500 miles tonight, and just relax a little bit, make a little bit of money hopefully, and not stress so much. So that's what's going on right now. You're all caught up, and I'll be back to update you soon. Alright guys, I am back. So I am at the poker club. When I got here, I asked if there were any open tables, and they said no. And I said, oh, okay. They said, we got a tournament going on. I said, oh, okay. It's still open? They're like, yeah, you can sit down. So it's a small tournament, but keep me busy for a minute. Get my mind off all the bad stuff that's been happening. Maybe something good will happen in the tournament. So right now I'm on a break. Break happens after 2 hours. I've been here for almost an hour, and so I bought in an hour plus after the tournament started. I've got triple starting stacks, so that's good. And I think there's like 29 people left in the tournament. I think top 6 get paid right now, and you can't rebuy after the break. So this is the break, no more rebuys. So now people will finally be dropping out. So we'll see what happens here. You start with a stack of 20,000, I believe. I think I'm at 58 or something like that. And we'll see how it goes. But got about 10 minutes left. I feel bad because they got free food in here, and I can't eat anything they have. They have free snacks, free drinks, free everything, and there's nothing in here I can eat. But just to... normally I update you on Sundays, and I don't think I did last Sunday. I'm down over 8% now of my body weight, so very happy about that. That's the one thing that when it goes down, it's good. Other than that, everything else that's been going down has not been fun. So anyway, I'm going to let you go for now, get back in there, and I'll be back to update you soon. All right, guys, I am back. I believe I was at this poker club for about 3 hours, maybe 3.5 hours, and actually it was pretty good. I actually played in a tournament initially. It was actually $45 entry for the tournament, and played that. I was doing good. I had just come outside at the break and just talked to you guys about it, let you know what was going on and all that. I was happy and everything, no issues. And I go back in, and it starts back up again. I play a hand, I lose it just for a minimal amount, and now I'm down to like 55,000. 55. And then I get dealt pocket kings, and a guy, I'm in seat 6. A guy in seat 3 makes it 25,000. It was 1,000, 2,000 blinds, and he makes it 25,000. The guy to my right calls the 25,000. I go all in for 55,000. The first guy that raised folded. The guy next to me calls. What's the guy next to me have? 8-5 offsuit. What's the flop? 8-5 something. He flops 2 pairs, knocks me out of the tournament with an 8-5. He calls for 2/3 of his stack with an 8-5. I'm like, what is going on here? So, funny enough, I moved over to a 1-2 table, 1-2 limit. I mean, no limit, hold'em. And he came later on, and he was super aggressive. And actually, after a while, I'm like, I don't want to play this aggressive. I'm playing 1-2, and when you're making it 40 or 140 pre-flop, and you don't even have an ace, it's like, if you're just firing money just to fire money and just to have big swings, I'm not into that. So I ended up leaving. But I had, it was actually pretty good. I had a decent time just listening to people. After a while, though, it's like it's the same complaints all the time from poker players. You hear the same stories over and over again. And I'm pulling into a place here real quick. I don't know if it's going to even be open, but so I had a hand where I'm looking at it. I took a picture of it. 10-9 offsuit, and I am the button, and it was it's 1-2. Somebody made it 10. I ended up calling the 10. I know, not the best move, but on the button, so I've got positions, right? And it's just the two blinds in there, the small blind and the big blind, so I feel like I'm pretty safe. And the flop, I got 9-10 offsuit. The flop comes 7, 8, jack, and the 8 and the jack are both spades. So, okay, I mean, little something to worry about, but nothing too big. Where is this thing? So, the guy to my left makes it 20, and the guy next to him makes it 40. I call the 40, and the other guy calls the 40, and we go to a turn, and the turn is an ace. So now we've got, we still have the nut straight, but now there's an ace on the board, so perfect for me. I don't have to worry about anything. Was I the button? Yeah. Oh, no, that's the all-in button. Looks like I was right before the button. So, the cutoff. So, or not the, what is it now? I don't know what it's called. Not the hijack. It's the hijack, right? So, anyway, I was actually first to act. Yeah. Okay, erase all this. Looking at the pictures here. I don't see where the button is, but somehow I was first to act. So the button must have been on the other side of the table, and the two guys to my left both called. So, anyway, I was first to act on the turn, according to these notes, and I checked. So why wouldn't I check, right? Because I've got the nut straight, and there's an ace on the board. And then the one guy to my left makes it 75. Now he's got ace king, ace jack. So he's got ace jack. Now he's got top two pair now. So, and I've got the nut straight. There's no better hand. So he makes it 75. The guy next to him calls a 75, and I call. No, and I go all in for 305. All right. So then the one guy calls, and the other guy calls, and so the guy next to me had ace jack, so he had two pair. I had a straight, and the other guy never showed his cards. And then the river was a offsuit 5, so it didn't change anything, and I ended up winning the hand. And then I played for probably another 20 minutes, but it's like there was nothing really going on until these guys came from the tournament, and they were all super aggressive. Now tell me if I'm playing this wrong, okay? Because I'm not an expert in this. I'm still learning. I admit it. I had pocket 10s, and it comes around to me for $10. I call the $10. The guy at the opposite side of the table raises to 75. Am I supposed to call the 75? I kind of think I'm supposed to call the 75 because there's already 40 in the pot. Let me know if I'm wrong here. I think I was supposed to call that and I didn't. And I didn't really pay attention to how the run out went. But I was just stuck on whether or not I was supposed to call that. Anyway, overall, I ended up buying in for, and it was weird because I didn't realize how much money I gave them at the desk. I thought I gave them $300, but I gave them $280. So I ended up buying in for $280 on the 1-2 no limit table, and I ended up cashing out $810. And when you subtract out, let me just do the math again just to make sure I did it right in my head. So I'm at $810 minus $280 minus 45, yeah, $485. So I ended the session ahead $485 on poker. So that's all good. I feel good about that. Now, something interesting happened. The guy to my left tells me that he's not allowed to go to XYZ casino. I'm like, why? You're like the nicest guy in the world. Why would you not be allowed? And he's been banned for a longer period of time than I have. Happens to be the same casino I'm banned from. So I say, what did you do that they would make you, that they would ban you for life? And I guess he had a bad poker hand, and he crumbled up one card and tossed it on the table. And because of that, they didn't make him pay for the cards. They didn't punish him with a 24-hour cooling off period. They banned him for life. Are these people crazy? This guy is paying you a rake every hand, and you're going to ban him for life over an $8 deck or a $10 or $12 deck of cards, if it's, some of the nicer ones or more. But what a $20 deck, why would you ban him for that? So as I was talking to him, this guy dealing on the table next to us was talking to him, saying, oh, they shouldn't have banned you for that because he used to work in the poker room there. And he's like, yeah, I don't think you're banned for life. And I said, did you ever get a letter? And he said no, but then later on he said, yeah, actually I think they gave me a piece of paper saying that, and they said that I'm banned from all their properties. I said, honestly, you cannot be banned from all their property. It's not possible, because each one of their properties is a separate LLC, and they would have to each trespass you separately. And he's like, I don't care anyway, I just want to play poker and I'll just play here. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. It's better not to give them your money anyway. But as we were talking about it, the dealer from the other table was saying, no, you shouldn't have been banned. And he said to him, I can see about getting you back in there, because he still, I guess, works there part-time or something, and he has friends there in higher up positions. And I said to this guy, I said, look, I will give you $25 a day if you let me back in there, if you find a way to get me back in there. He goes, for how long? I said, for life, $25 a day, which, obviously he's not going to hold me to that, but I'm like, you know how much it would be worth to me to be able to get into a place that's close to home? It was only like 40 minutes from my house. That's like incredible. And he's like, well, okay, I know your name is this your last initial? I said, yeah, K. And he's like, all right, let me look into it and I'll let you know. He said, because as far as I know, the way it works with them is if you're banned from their one casino, you're banned from all of them. I said, for sure that's not true, because when I go to the other ones and get a player's card, they say, we see here that you're banned from XYZ casino, but we don't care, you're welcome to be here. And so I told him, look, don't make a big deal out of this, because I don't want this to cause me to get banned from all of them. He said, no, I got a friend in the poker room who's a higher up, and he can look up your file and he can tell me what happened. So I got to try to make a point of coming in the next 2 to 4 weeks and see if he got any information on it. And if not, actually I should have just given him my phone number while I was in there. Maybe I'll call with my phone number and have them give it to him, because he's in there all the time. But that would be so amazing, and I probably wouldn't even play blackjack there. I would probably play slots there because they have more slots than the other casinos that are closer, you know. I mean, that's the closest one to me. The next closest is another, long distance. So I would love to be able to get back in that casino and make some money. So, and I told him I knew the manager of that casino. I met him the first day he started dealing at a different casino before this one even opened up, and we were friends for over 20 years before he banned me, and he's the one who did it. And so I don't understand exactly what happened, but I know he didn't ban me company-wide, and they see notes in there, whatever the notes say. I don't know what they say, but I think it just says that you're banned from the one place. I don't know if they can actually see notes. But even when I got backed off the other casino for not giving them my ID, even though they knew who I was, that's in the system, and I've gotten a player's card from their company with no issue. So they've seen both of those notes in there, so I don't know exactly. Anyway, I'm going to start heading toward home. I'll be back. All right, so on the way back from the soccer weekend, when we were on our way home, I was driving by an area. We're way out in the country, and there's a sign that says brown eggs $3. And I said, okay, eggs are still more than that at the grocery store. I mean, I don't know when you're listening to this in the future or something, but so I thought that would be a good deal. So I swung by. I turned around. I went back like a block and went down this driveway. It was a big muddy driveway, like ruts in the driveway and stuff. It's all dirty. It's like cars everywhere. It's got like 7 outbuildings everywhere, like sheds everywhere, cars in the yard and stuff like that. And there's no front door, it's just the back door. And I knock on the back door, and then it's like a little porch area, and then there's another door inside that, but I'm not going to step in there. But I saw a doorbell, so I ring the doorbell, and eventually a guy comes to the door, and he's like, yeah? And I'm like, I saw the sign for brown eggs for $3. And he's like, yeah, how many you want? And I'm like, I don't know, do you have 4 dozen? Is that too many? He's like, I think I have 4 dozen. I'm like, okay. And he leaves for like 5 minutes. He comes back, he hands me a bag with like 4 dozen eggs in it, like in egg cartons. And I give him $12 and I walk away. And it was like such an unusual thing. It was like a business transaction, like you go through a drive-through or go through a grocery store checkout line. He's like, okay, what do you want? Okay, here you go. Like it's no big deal. But I brought those home. So I was just thinking, I'm on my way home. I was going to get something to eat because my wife made pasta tonight and I'm not going to be able to eat that. But I thought, when I get home, maybe I'll cook up like 3 brown eggs, put a little bit of ham in there with that, little hot sauce. I think that would be pretty delicious. So I think that's probably what I'm going to do. And this looks like it's probably a cop, because why else would somebody just sit there? And there you go. I'm sure it is. Hello. Anyway, I'm doing just the speed limit because I'm talking to my friends. I'm not in a big hurry. Dirty cops. Anyway, I think I'm going to make myself some eggs tonight and then get some rest. It's not even midnight, man. I'm getting home early. I do have a little bit of work I didn't finish Friday with me being on call. I'll go ahead and sign into the VPN at work and finish that up. It'll look beautiful for tomorrow morning. And tomorrow will be the first day of our week. We'll be playing one casino twice. Don't expect to make a ton of money on there, but hopefully something good happens and we can start building on this again and start getting confidence back again. But honestly, I don't blame myself for what happened this whole week. The losing 7,000, the getting 7,000 back, the losing 8,000. But it definitely hurts. But I know it's just part of the process, and I just have to keep on going. But it was nice to get some nice back-to-back wins in place first. When I lost at the casino there, the 90 whatever dollars it was, and then I go to the poker club, and have that bad beat on that hand, I really was not that concerned. I went and sat down at the table and listened to the guys talk and stuff, and when they got a little annoying, I put one AirPod, whatever, in my ear and watched a little bit of YouTube until I was bored with YouTube, and then went back to talking to the guys and stuff. Sometimes their stuff just gets annoying because I've been hearing the same stories for 20 plus years. In fact, let me just say, the dealer that is going to check into this for me, I thought I knew him for about 17 years. It turns out he worked for the illegal underground club that I used to go to before that over 26 years ago. So I probably just didn't recognize him until later on, but I think I've known this guy for 26 years. Pretty crazy. Anyway, all right. I'm going to let you guys go, and I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Oh, do you want to know what I ate and stuff? What did you eat today, FW? Huh. I don't know. I ate a spoonful of peanut butter. I had a candy bar and a small bag of chips. That's all I ate so far today. So, and we're gonna have a nice meal now, relax, watch a little bit of TV, and so I can't really rate what I ate because I really didn't eat much. And what did you tip today, MW? Well, I tip $1 for every hand of poker, and the big winning hand where I won whatever it was, $800. I tipped $5 on that one, but that's because I was feeling very happy that I won, because I had two guys that were both one card away. One guy had two pair and could have filled up, and the other guy I think was going for the flush and missed that too, so I was very thankful, and I tipped 5 smackaroos. So it's going to be it for now. If you have any questions or comments, my email is mwusa21@gmail.com, mwusa21@gmail.com. See you next time.